Give it up for Chris Pietrzak! Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Okay, a delayed approval, thank you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we just spent about 5 minutes going over how to say my last name, and by the end of it, I'm not sure anymore. The name is Polish, but I grew up here, so I can't say my own last name correctly. Pietrzak, I think. More or less. I think I'm just a confused person, though. In general. Let me put this way. I was at a Whole Foods earlier, staring at honey, proving my point, for about 5 minutes. Because your options are regular and honey with bee venom in it. I don't think that should be an option. Is that just me? Further, why does the honey with venom cost more? I don't know about you, but I would pay extra to know for a fact that my honey is non-toxic, which is kind of the whole point of a Whole Foods, really. Yeah. Any horror movie fans in the audience? Okay, so I'm a little more specific, I guess, because my favorite kind of horror movie is in the big, dumb, idiot genre, where the danger isn't the monster, but the fact that the protagonists have no idea what they're doing. Yeah. Have you folks seen Paranormal Activity? Okay, no, you're very lucky. But the basic premise is that a house is haunted, very clever, and so the boyfriend, being a dick, just tries to prod the demon he doesn't believe exists because he's a supporting person. And at a certain point, if you ever think, okay, there's definitely a demon in this house, maybe you shouldn't try to lure it out. Put it this way, replace it with any other pest or infestation, like, say, a mountain lion. If there's a mountain lion stuck in your house, you're not trying to collect evidence that there's a mountain lion in your house. You're not going to try to take care of it yourself in some weird DIY project. You're going to call the professionals, and you know what? Maybe leave the house for 5 minutes. It's the same reason I'm obsessed with a show called Doomsday Preppers. Have you guys seen that? Yeah. All right, for those of you who haven't, I told you the name, I think you can figure it out. They're people prepping for doomsday. Usually by stocking canned beans and water and bullets and hoping for the best. The American dream. But whenever I watch that, I think, okay, you're retired, shocker, and if you make it to doomsday and that's what takes you out, you've had a good run. Maybe move to the side and let the new generation come in. All right, maybe make way for the Raiders. Give Bruiser his gasoline and just step down, because this is their time. All right, a lot of success is just having the skills society values when they value it. If that's being, in finance, so be it. If that's bludgeoning someone for the last can of food, maybe now's your time. Just saying. I don't know. Sometimes that depresses me because I think I'd make a fantastic starship captain. Shut up, you don't know me. I was just born early. So now I do things like this, being a comic, making observations about how single I am. I am single, so sorry to surprise you. No? No one? Alright. I found out that my problem is that my love life is like a series of romantic comedies that end in the middle. So just kind of the sad part where the guy loses the girl and is just sort of going through a self-improvement montage that just goes nowhere. That is the good thing about rejection, though, because you get some of that sweet, sweet rejection-motivated self-improvement. Oh, the best revenge is living well. I'm going to exercise, I'm going to learn a new language, I'm going to be a better person, and then next week you're just sitting on a couch eating Ben & Jerry's saying, I gotta like me for me. I gotta love myself. So that's fun. I do love it when shows have unnecessary experts, usually when they're going into like a survival situation or covering some crime and they show a guy decapitated and it's like, oh yeah, their spinal column is completely severed. This guy would die almost immediately. It's like, thank you. You went to college for that? I could have figured that out. That a stab wound in the face is a serious condition that requires immediate medical attention. I did see a commercial related on that note, and towards the end with the symptoms, it was for some disease, let's call it boredom, because you're trying to diagnose yourself through a commercial. And towards the end, it rapidly says, tell your doctor if you have TB. Yes, you should do that. There are ways you might not know you have TB. There's asymptomatic versions. But if you're ever at a point that without a doctor you say, okay, I definitely have tuberculosis. You should take care of that. I've also seen commercials for the a lot of my material's on TV. Maybe I should start doing things with my life. I've seen commercials for the local community college at Suffolk. I've had friends there. It's a great way to begin your post-high school education. You wouldn't think that watching it because the commercials are full of self-loathing. For those of you who don't know, most of you, because you don't have the misfortune of living on Long Island, they'll show people holding... Sorry. You didn't tell me it's not true. For those of you who haven't seen it, they'll have people lifting up sweatshirts for other colleges. So it's like, I got my start at Suffolk, now I go to NYU. I got my start at Suffolk, now I go to Princeton. I got my start at Suffolk, and then I left. And it is amazing. It is everything I thought it would be. It's like, have a little bit of self-respect. And I just started thinking, where are the negative college attack ads? I'd really like to see that, just with rivals. It's just like, Suffolk County Community College dodged the draft. Suffolk County Community College, I forgot that last bit, excuse me. When you're making fun of a local college, don't forget where you're going. The joke was Suffolk County Community College wasn't founded in the United States, but Kenya, which is timely and funny. But my favorite one would be just dark, ominous music, a coffin moving forward, and just it fades out into black, and then in white text on the screen it just says, he got his start at Suffolk. Thanks everyone.
Pietrzak!